Good morning, man. What's the deal? Welcome to Stand on the Media. Salute to the Stand on the Media family out there. Salute. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope y'all have a great week. If you're new to my channel, much appreciated. Do me a favor, though. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Leave a comment in this video. Please share this video. Hit that notification bell. You will be notified when we drop these videos. Salute to Brian Blake. My bad, bro. Brian Blake. Salute to him for the content. The name of the video, his title is Wack 100 Exposed. Wack lies about how he ducked the feds and why his Texas gun case was dismissed. This was dropped about an hour ago. I'm pretty sure this is a little bit of content we didn't already heard, but from a different perspective. I don't know what Brian Blake looked into, but he found out. You know how I get out. I don't watch any of this stuff until we all react to it or listen to it together. So that's what we're going to do. When we get that 5-minute mark, we're going to get right to it. So I'm assuming that this is them skeletons in that closet is coming out, man. These skeletons in the closet is coming out, and that's what we're talking about. To kill a little time, man, I'm gonna be very limited in how transparent I am moving forward about certain things. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something, man. People will flip stuff on you and have you thinking like you're tripping when you know you're not tripping, right? Narcissistic behavior, and you have to, in order to identify it and know what you're dealing with, so you know how to deal with it accordingly, you have to call it what it is. You have to recognize it for what it is. And just be careful out here, B. I'm telling you. This is probably one of the moments I should have been very transparent with you, but I'm not. I'm not going to do it. Because I don't even want to give any light to any situation that's close to me. I don't want to give it any light. I don't want to, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man. It's a very complicated, but I just wanted to point that out, man, because I know me, and I'm very on top of that type of stuff. I thought, but I'm telling you, you get caught slipping. You have your hands down. It'll catch you off guard, and before you know it, you're living in it, and you don't even realize it. You don't even know it until you sit back and acknowledge it for what it is, man. You just got to be careful when you're dealing with people, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have pure intentions, true intentions. And sometimes it'd be the closest people to you. It'd be the closest people to you, man. But you know, how I summed it up today, I said, man, that's karma for me. You know what I'm saying? It has to be my karma for something I done did in the past, man. You know what I'm saying? It has to be. Because, and it doesn't matter how much positive you try to walk and you try to be and you try to live, man, you still got to answer for some of those transgressions in your past that you have done. And karma doesn't have a time table. It will catch you when it's time to catch you. And it caught me. But for the first time, I've acknowledged it. You know, a part of me was like, damn, maybe Maybe you ration out with yourself and come up with so many different excuses of what something isn't. You know what I'm saying? Until you really sit back and you really think about it, you really process it. And when you do that, at the end of the day, you have to acknowledge it. And the only way you gonna learn from it, heal from it, and move on from it is acknowledging it. You have to acknowledge it. You keep denying it, you bullshit yourself. You keep bullshitting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, crazy shit, man. But it happens. It happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to throw that out there, man. You have to be careful out here. You just got to be careful. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to say anymore. But we already over that 5-minute mark, man. Salute to my Stand on the Media family, man. Salute to y'all, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm good. I swear to God, I'm good. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm back placed where I need to be mentally. I'm placed where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? So we're good. Hit me in that comment section, man. Tell me what y'all think about what we about to hear in this audio, because I have no clue what the fuck we about to listen to. But I already have a good idea where we going with it. But I like Brian Blake because he be having a real unique perspective on stuff. So yeah, I'm dying to hear what he has to say and what he's discovered in this move. Salute to Do Sims Damu Kiwe Conversations, man, because I think they did a lot of the grunt work of all of this. So all we're doing is just piggybacking off of the work that they put in. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we are way over that 5-minute mark. We 6 minutes in. Let's get to the content though, man. I'll catch y'all on the other side. Let's go.
Now, I told y'all Wack and his little minions been kicking up a lot of dust out here in the rap game lately. It's to the point where it's more about the paperwork than it is about the raps. And I told y'all that I was going to dig into this one. I see a lot of people been reaching out. A lot of people been hitting me up in the DM. This is getting a lot of support. They telling me it's time for Wack 100 exposed. One thing about this paperwork thing is you got to be on your A game. You can't be out here questioning everybody else's paperwork when your paperwork is still in question. Sometimes you find yourself in a situation where the paperwork is all you have to go off of. You don't have a first-hand account or a witness or somebody who was actually affected by the situation. In this situation, though, that's not the case. In this situation, we got Wack's own version in his own words telling us something that does not match the paperwork. Ain't no way we letting that slide. And it's looking like he in cahoots with all of the quote-unquote exposers. So we're going to have to take the trash out ourselves. Now, in the last video, I addressed how Wack's story keeps changing when it comes to explaining how he was able to avoid the feds after being a convicted felon caught with multiple guns and lots of ammunition in the state of Texas.
Oh, wait. If you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility such as High Desert or
multiple guns and lots of ammunition in the state of Texas.
They rode horses on the wall, stick us in there, tell us we got a federal hold. 5 or 6 days later, Bobot comes up there, tell them it's our type of shit, but the way y'all got him, we don't want to touch it. They dropped the federal hold, gave me a bail.
All my paperwork is there. I know what I beat my case under, illegal search and seizure. So all you got to do is go Google, right, reasons for dismissal under the interest of justice. Just go Google it, Texas, nigga, there you go.
But then he personally told me that this was the reason.
Situation, nigga, Georgia's a gun-toting state.
Yeah, no, but not for no felons. Not for no convicted felons. Not for no niggas.
And that situation.
And we coming from St. Louis, nigga, that's a Fed case waiting to happen. Don't no nigga pump no fear in me like that.
No, that's not. I get tired of y'all saying that.
Man,
you talking to a nigga got caught in Texas with a trunk.
Man, you talking to a nigga that got a family full of niggas in the Feds.
Listen, you know why the Feds couldn't touch me? Because they couldn't prove I crossed state line.
In the last video, I pointed y'all to this case, Scarborough versus the United States.
He said they couldn't prove that he crossed state lines. That's crazy. That is wild to me. How many excuses can you have on one case before people realize that this nigga is lying? He is the feds. That is mind blowing. I've never heard that. That one's new to me. I've never heard that excuse. They couldn't prove that he crossed state lines. Wild.
It's a Supreme Court case. I just wanted y'all to see, learn, and know that the feds do not have to prove that you bought the weapon in another state or that you carried it across state lines, or they don't even have to prove who did carry it across state lines. But that's not the reason that we here today. So now that we have that recap out of the way, let's get to the business, man. I got the paperwork. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. We about to dive right in. And we gonna see if this paperwork match up to what's been coming out of his mouth. Now, according to this paperwork, these events happened in Wheeler County, Texas. Also, according to this paperwork, on April 16th, 2005, Public Safety Trooper Darren Chase was on routine patrol on Interstate 40 in Wheeler County, Texas, when he conducted a traffic stop of a brown 2005 Cadillac passenger car for traveling 77 miles per hour in an area where the posted speed limit was 70 miles per hour, as confirmed by his radar. After the vehicle came to a stop on the improved shoulder of the eastbound lane, Trooper Chase made contact with the vehicle on the passenger side. As he approached, the driver only rolled the passenger window down about 1/4 of the way. When the trooper requested that the window be rolled down all of the way, he was informed that was as far as the window would roll. During the period of time which the trooper was speaking with the driver and the driver was still in the vehicle, the passenger continued to sleep. The trooper advised the driver, later identified as Cash McElroy Jones, that he had been stopped for speeding. The defendant replied that he was a truck driver and always runs about 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. The trooper then requested identification from both the driver and the passenger. The passenger had to be woken up in order to provide identification. The trooper then asked the driver about his trip and was told that they were going to Tulsa, Oklahoma because his brother got killed and they had to take his mom back to California for the funeral. He further stated that his brother's body would be flown back, but that his mother could not fly because she weighed over 400 pounds. Upon questioning of the passenger, Robert Jones, the trooper was told that their brother had been killed and that they were going to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the funeral. Trooper Chase observed that during the time he was running the routine driver's license check that Cash Jones, the driver of the vehicle, could not stay still. The trooper observed that he was pacing back and forth, bending over, and looking back at the vehicle, indicating to the trooper that the driver was nervous. Also, during this period of time, the trooper observed that the car was rented from April 16, 2005 until April 18, 2005, and that they were traveling from Palmdale, California to Tulsa, Oklahoma. After completing the warning, the trooper went back to explain it to the defendant. The trooper observed that while he was explaining the warning to the defendant, he grabbed the clipboard quickly and signed his name very quickly. After the defendant had signed the warning, the trooper asked him if he had anything illegal in the vehicle, and the defendant turned away and stated no in a low tone of voice. It was at this point Trooper Chase asked the defendant for permission to search the vehicle, and the defendant became combative at the request. Ultimately, the defendant denied the trooper permission to search the vehicle. A K-9 was requested, and Deputy Julian Torres arrived with the K-9 22 minutes later. The K-9 alerted on the vehicle, and a probable cause search of the vehicle was performed. During the course of the search, Troopers located a black rifle, a black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, along with several clips and large amounts of ammunition for each gun. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. A further search of the vehicle revealed a cigarette rolling apparatus which contained the strong odor of marijuana. Odor of marijuana. Now, just off of that short reading, it's obvious that Wack isn't being honest and the stories are contradictory. He told me that the feds could not pick the case up because they couldn't prove that he was traveling across state lines with the weapons. Well, now we got the paperwork that shows the car was rented from Palmdale, California. You got caught in Texas, and you personally told them that you were on your way to Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is all of the proof that the feds need that you were traveling across state lines. But just going, following an evidentiary pattern that like they would do in court, the fact that you rented the car from Palmdale, California, and you got caught in Texas is enough of an indication to them that you were traveling across state lines because the car was rented somewhere and you got pulled over somewhere else. Not to mention the fact that they evaluate things like how long the car was rented for. If you just rented this car on April 16th in Palmdale, California, and then you get pulled over April 16th in Texas, then it's pretty obvious that you have traveled across state lines. Also, legally, they don't have to prove that you personally traveled across state lines with those weapons. All they have to prove is that the weapons were made in another state. If the weapons were made anywhere other than the state where they were found, then that's interstate commerce. If the weapons were made in that state and were intended to be shipped somewhere else but were stolen before they made it there, that's affecting interstate commerce. Last but not least, there is the issue of Wack saying that this case was dismissed because of illegal search and seizure.
All my paperwork is there. I know what I beat my case under, illegal search and seizure. So all you got to do is go Google, right? Reasons for dismissal under the interest of justice. Just go Google it. Texas, nigga, there you go.
Well, according to this paperwork, the defendant's motion to suppress was denied. Yeah, you heard me right. The motion to suppress evidence illegally seized was denied. So how Wack is claiming that he got the entire case thrown out because of illegal search and seizure when the motion to have the evidence thrown out for illegal search and seizure was denied is beyond me. Now, like I said, man, for the last few years, Wack and his crew of minions have been flipping the rap game upside down. You can name your favorite rapper, and one of these guys will jump out of the bushes talking about they got the paperwork. That's how bad it's become. It's to the point where rappers do more views when people talking about their paperwork than they do about their music. The Young Thug situation is a prime example. Young Thug dropped a video with Future, and you see more people reacting to the paperwork than they are reacting to the actual music. And that's where hip hop has gone. I believe it's because, and Wack has stated this on multiple occasions, that he thinks rappers are stupid. He thinks quote unquote street niggas are stupid. He thinks that the hip hop in general is stupid. So I feel like it's on me. I got to put this on my shoulders to demonstrate that you can be a real dude. You can be a solid dude. You can be a rapper. You can be what they consider a quote unquote a real nigga and not be dumb. Yeah, I've been to prison and I've been through a couple things in my life, but I still have the ability to articulate myself. I still have the ability to read and comprehend, and I can see that you are not being honest about your paperwork. You got all of these different guys' names in your mouth. You flipping everybody's case upside down and inside out. And people are actually running to you for this. There are people who go to Wack 100 just to hear his opinion on the paperwork as if he is some type of credible, outstanding member. And here we have it. Not only is he lying to us, telling us different stories about how the case was thrown out, but the actual paperwork even has a different story. Just think, if he never personally talks to me and tells me this story about the feds being unable to pick his case up because they couldn't prove that he crossed state lines, then I wouldn't have, the insight to look at this paperwork and say, well, you right here telling them that you crossed state lines and that you had intentions on crossing some more state lines. So that makes no sense. If we never have that conversation, I don't have that weaponry. So we have to start scrutinizing the things that come out of Wack's mouth a little bit more. But to be honest with y'all, I feel like a lot of these people who don't do that have their own skeletons. A lot of the people that are afraid to go at Wack are afraid to go at Wack because they got bad paperwork or they have some type of secret that they don't want the world to know about. And so they would rather, be on his good side than his bad side, because Wack is a master at deflection. Y'all see how everybody that calls him out, the paperwork right there, go Google it. He's telling y'all the wrong information and telling you to go look up the paperwork at the same time, which is completely throwing people off because they thinking, well, if he lying, why would he tell me to go look? But if you actually look at the paperwork, you'll see that he's lying. The stuff that he's saying is not even what he's literally saying. His case got threw out because the evidence was suppressed, illegal search and seizure. And then you can look at it and see that he lost that motion. So it's not even that Wack is just finessing everybody at this point. It's almost like people are unwilling to read. People are unwilling to do the research and look for the information that could expose this dude. And like I said, maybe they got some skeletons. That's how I feel about it, because it's no way he been getting off with this for years now.
And I agree with you, Brian Blake. I said the same exact thing. I say the same exact thing. He's very strategic in who he aligns himself with and goes at. And a lot of these people have skeletons in their closet. It's a lot of stuff that they don't want to expose themselves. So that's how he's been able to get away with it for so long. And a lot of these people in the industry know it. They know all about it. They know he the feds, but they won't say anything because they know he will weaponize the feds against them. 100% agree with that point.
I've been seeing stuff. I caught him lying a couple times, but I never really got invested in it to the point where I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and shut him up. But like I said, hip hop is in such a down state at this point because we got all of these leeches, all of these culture vultures who call themselves bloggers, or streamers that are literally soaking up all of the hip hop views because they want to keep this stupid controversy going when they not even the guys who qualify to do so. Pick your favorite snitch exposer, and I bet you they probably done did some snitching themselves. Or they never even been in trouble or ever been in a situation where they might have had to snitch. These are upstanding citizens with no criminal history at all calling people out for snitching. That's how watered down it has become, because you got guys like Wack who are questionable themselves that get to run around and do this type of stuff. So we gonna put a stop to this, man. We about to nip this in the bud. I need y'all to hit that like button, push this video up in the algorithm. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this topic. Is it as obvious to you that Wack is lying as it is to me? Is it as obvious to you that Wack is not keeping it real as it is to me? And why are all these people giving him the authority to, screen everybody else's paperwork without actually questioning his? We got to know, man. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, man. If you new here, this the type of content we bring in. If you not new here, you most definitely should be subscribed by now. But if not, this is your chance to go do so uninterrupted. Hit that like button for me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. I appreciate y'all tuning in. This Wack 100 Exposed. We ain't done. We got some more on the way. I just wanted to break the ice and let y'all know.
This week, we're hosting a free trading and investing workshop right here in Woodland Hills. Inside,
Just wanted to break the ice and let y'all know that this dude has not been keeping it real with us. I ain't saying that y'all should go to the comment section on Wack's Instagram and tag at official Byron Blake and say, yeah, Wack, you've been exposed, but it's well within your rights to do so, because he been on here exposing everybody. And I feel like, it is social media. You could definitely go be like, hey, Wack, you been exposed. I ain't saying you should go to his comment section on Instagram and say, hey, Wack, official Byron Blake just caught you in that lie about how your case was thrown out in Texas. You got some questions to answer, but it's well within your rights to do so. That's all I'm saying. We need to get hip hop on notice that Wack himself got some questions to answer. We need to get hip hop on notice that Wack is lying about his paperwork and see if the exposers are willing to go dig into that. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Like I said, it's your boy Byron Blake. I'm out.
Man, salute to Brian Blake for that, man. Beautifully broken down. I don't disagree with not one syllable he put in this video, because it's 100% the truth, man. He been lying about that case. He been lying about his paperwork, man. The feds have tried everything in their power to keep him covered up and protected, and to no avail, because it seems like every single day more and more about him is being exposed, or more people are starting to believe what is being exposed about him. And it's like, the truth is there. If you want the proof, you want the truth, it's there. You just have to, like he said, go read it, go look into it. If you want to know the truth, you want to know Wack is an informant, all you need to do is go read the paperwork, and then go listen to everything he has said about that case. Come on, people, y'all gotta have some use a little common sense. Why would a person's story waffle so many times if they're telling the truth? Why? Just answer that. Why does his story waffle every single time? We know the answer to that. If you're new to my channel, you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video, please share the video, hit that notification bell. You will be notified when we drop videos. Salute to my entire Stand on the Media family out there, man. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for always being in my corner and supporting your boy, man. It means a lot to me. I can't say that and express that enough. So thank you for all the support that you guys give me. If you're new and you haven't hit that subscribe button, hopefully, I win you over. Just keep coming back, and I'm gonna try my hardest to win you over. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I enjoy doing what I do when I do it. I'll take y'all in the next one. Until then, take care of yourself. Stay safe and stay dangerous. Stand on the media. Let's go.